It's ludicrously hot. I'm a sweaty mess already, and it's only 10 a.m. We've been to the Argos to get some clippers for George. Look forward to that.
We've been to Sainsbury's because it's just over the bridge.
Yeah, so we're basically at the edge of Hemel Hempstead in a place called Aspley, and we stopped here last night because
we were tired.
It was kind of convenient, and we were tired, and there was an LSAN, and that's what we really needed. Except we didn't really need it as badly as we thought we needed it, but we needed it. And it turns out we parked up directly beside a construction project that's been ongoing all morning, so there's been power tools and everything. We've got a brief moment right now where nobody's using anything on the actual wall, so you can hear us, so that's good.
So we think we're going to push on until we find a shady mooring, probably to Kings Langley.
Or in that area, which is about 6 locks.
But we're not going to push too hard.
It's just way too hot.
It's the hottest. It's forecast to be 34 degrees here today. It's too much. So we're praying for thunder and lightning and lots of rain. But
anything which would just release some of the humidity. So we're going to, I'm going to drive the boat forward towards the lock. Joe's going to stop at the water point and wash down George.
And water my garden.
Water her garden, and also probably get this hat soaking wet with cold water.
And possibly this t-shirt too. But we're not complaining about our lives.
No, it's lovely.
Just the heat, which everyone's suffering
with. There's a boat coming down, so we should move now.
Or we can share the lock with it.
That's the wrong lock. We're going that way.
Yes, but
and
if we wait
to share the lock, we need to get over there and get all the water stuff done.
All right, so let's go.
Okay, good.
To go down with, and they are super efficient. They've got extra queue, and the guy is cycling ahead to the next block to set it, so it's pretty perfect. What a funny old morning.
Yeah, a little bit strange.
We set off and we thought there was 2 boats coming down the lock above us. From what we could see it from our mooring, and there were, but one was going on the water point, so we ended up sharing with the other boats. And they were really nice, but they were in a rush because she said they wanted to be in Limehouse by Saturday. That's the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, so they're trying to go quite a long ways in quite a short amount of time.
But they had lots of crew and they were really efficient on the locks. Like he was cycling ahead, so that was really, really good.
Yeah, most of the crew was youngish but enthusiastic. Everything was going smoothly. We got to the 3rd lock, and then Joe was on the towpath side, and you have to cross the marina, and there was a swing bridge which was up and locked in position and blocked off, so you couldn't get over it.
So you have to walk all the way around the marina, which we did, and then the boys were trying to get back on their boat, but then a man shouted at the woman who was driving the boat with us.
Because he didn't want the kids walking across their boat, was what she thought he was doing. But he was really shouting at her.
He massively overreacted.
Yeah. And then she noticed that his license had expired 3 years ago. So when we saw a CRT guy taking licenses, she was like, "Oh, you should go back there and look at this particular boat."
He could have a license though. Not everyone displays them. Like you can, as long as you display your number.
Although she did say that she saw 9 boats yesterday with the same license.
So anyway, so we went around the marina, and what we should have done is then crossed over the canal to the towpath, which was on this side, but we didn't. We took a path which was on this side. Yeah. We ended up going around a housing estate.
I saw you and the 2 kids walking along, and I'm like, how are you supposed to get to where I am? 'Cause
And then I felt bad because they just followed me and I didn't know what I was doing. So I phoned Mike and I was like, can you tell the other boat? The boys are with me and they're fine.
And I answered with like, are you lost? And then they're looking at me like, oh, they're lost. So
we weren't lost. We just should have crossed over and we found our way back. But it got us out of doing that lock. And then the next lock, there was the guy rowed ahead again and the water was in our favour, but there was a wide beam coming up and she just wouldn't wait. She dropped the paddles and she was having to do both sides, obviously, because it was a wide beam. She didn't realise that if she just waited 2 minutes for us to come down, we'd have all done everything for her and helped her up.
But she wanted to be up there fast.
And then she complained because we didn't leave the gates open for her, but it's because we couldn't see that she was even there when we were up there, because she was...
And this was a particular wide beam we've met before, and they were down on the K&A, and they were trying to put their 14-foot boat through a 16-foot section of canal around a corner that wasn't really wide enough, and they were having lots of troubles. He's got a webcam at the front, though, for steering.
Super nice boat, super wide beam with a little...
Really nice, just really large, and obviously somewhat difficult to work with.
And we did help them through the lock, and they were grateful, but it was just a bit annoying.
So yeah, then we came down here and we found a spot of shade, which will hopefully be shaded as the sun goes over and down.
Pretty much trees all the way above, so...
And it's a bit of wind. There is some sort of...
From this picture, you can't tell that we're actually in the shade.
No, not at all. But it's... from about here backwards, there's shade.
I don't think you spoke to the guy too much, but he was talking about the Thames from Limehouse to Teddington.
Oh, yeah. And basically it's not that bad, not that much to worry about, and we shouldn't be
He's done it numerous times. He's done it in both directions. He says, as we knew, it's harder going downstream than it is upstream. You only really need VF radios going downstream because you need to let Limehouse know when you're about to do your 180 to go in, because they'll get it ready for you. He says they monitor you all the way up. They know where you are. And
so basically it's really not a worry.
And they're going to Limehouse on Saturday. They're staying there for 2 weeks and then they're doing it. So
cool.
Yeah, and he says that just speak to the lock keepers. They'll tell you the best time to go.
Yeah. So basically, no panic, no worries. We're definitely doing it.
When I tried to get on the boat at the lock after the last lock, just to ride the last mile, like it was quite hard for you to pull over. It was quite shallow. Yeah. We got George on, and then he ran to the back, so I stopped him going out the back, and then I was like, I'm so thirsty. I was making a drink. And I could hear, like, you know when you hear his feet on
pat.
Yeah, I was like,
and I just saw him jump off at the front. And I was just about to pull away.
Then I had to jump back off, and he was like, I'm not getting back on. But we got him back on, and the boat that we were with in the lock was just like laughing at us.
Yeah, and ultimately it's all because he knows he's about to get shaved.
Yeah, it's so hot, and he's been melting, and basically to get him groomed is like 30 or 40 pounds a time. And we were talking to the Foxes online or on Twitter, and they said they'd shave Dylan if we shaved George, and then they took him to the groomers one last time.
Cheated.
But yeah, today's the day. We're going to see if we can shave George, so hopefully he's not going to look too ridiculous.
I'm sure we can succeed at shaving him. I'm not sure we can succeed at shaving him well.
I've looked at a few, there's instructions, we need to read the instructions, and I've watched a few videos, but they're all like 40 minutes long, and they're just shaving. It's like there's no tips.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day it can't be that hard, because like, you know, people do it.
So we're going to film it.
We're not giving him a mohawk.
Well, you wanted to give him a reverse mohawk.
Well, just for one shot.
Thing is, I like his ears. I don't know if we can keep them long, but I like his ears.
We're not going to touch his ears. From the bone of the back of his head backwards, completely bald. That's what we're going for.
You ready, George?
You're never ready for this.
You don't even know what's about to happen.
He doesn't. You'll find it.
But they had lots of crew, and they were really efficient. I don't think we should go right to the shortest session. I think
Shortest session.
I think we should do a little bit longer to start.